And yes, we are live. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. It's Poonam here again doing a Go Live. So, Ram Ram Bula Namaste Salam to everyone out there who is going to be watching our live. And as I mentioned, it's Poonam here. And once again, we are back with our Go Live session. And this is another one of those episodes where I'm always so pumped up because this episode is very special to me because here what I'm doing is I'm bringing in entrepreneurs from all different walks of life. From, as we have mentioned, our business is global, right? So that's what I'm trying to do, bringing up entrepreneurs from all different walks of life so that they can share their story, because everyone's story is different. And if they could resonate with you, that could inspire you, that would be an amazing thing. That's what we are here for, to inspire you and to motivate you in whichever way it is. So on that note, so this is episode 5 of our my actually what is that? Yeah, episode 5 of our my live business testimony series, our digital business, real stories from real entrepreneurs. And I'm so humbled and grateful that I have our lovely Leeanne Hurren, who has accepted my offer to be present here on my business page to share her incredible story. I have heard her story so many times, and it just gives me goosebumps, and it's just so inspiring. And I'm sure it's gonna inspire everyone out there as well. So Leanne, as our dear Leanne, is a grandma, right? She's a
I
grandma of,
know.
guys, listen, she is a grandma of 3 kids. And look at her, you don't even seem to know, 'cause, right? She doesn't even look like a grandma.
I'll
She's a
tell
grand,
you later.
and I have met her personally twice. I think, yeah, we have met twice. Yeah, she's a grandma of 3 grandkids, and she has got 4 kids. And on top of that, one her youngest child is special needs, and she is a full-time care of her child as well, children as well. And on top of that, she is managing and soaring this incredible online business. And we're gonna be hearing from her how she is being able to do everything, right? Being a grandma, doing her role as a mom as well, with a child with special needs, and on top of that, how she is being able to manage this amazing online business as well. So without taking further of everyone's time, so just put in the comments where you guys are watching us from, and we'd love to hear from you. And she's and coach and she's also a coach as well, so Coach Leanne. Without taking much of your time, so we'll just get started with you, and let's talk about who you are and a bit about your background and what you used to do before you started this business. So over to
Oh,
you.
thank you. Oh, that was an awesome introduction. Thank you. So, guys, welcome. And so, my background is in a number of things. I've done a few things in my life so far. Um, the most recent is I was a pediatric nurse. I worked at Westmead Children's Hospital in the cardiac department, and I retired myself from that role to be able to focus more on my family. My sister daughter was 3 at the time, so that was about 10 years ago. I left my role as a nurse and became a full-time foster mom. My daughter has high needs, so she had a brain injury. So I was able to use my skills as a nurse, as a pediatric nurse, to be able to help her to recover. And so I jumped on into the world of disability, thinking that I knew what I was in for because I was a nurse, right? But what I soon found out, I really didn't have a clue. It's very different being a nurse, that you can take your hat off at the end of the day, to being a full-time mum of a child with a disability. Jumped straight into the land of doctor's appointments, therapy appointments, school appointments, you name it. We had an appointment for it seems. And then because my daughter, I was thinking, what was she going to do when she later on in life? Because she needs assistance with everything in her daily activities. And I was looking for a business that she would be able to do when she was 18. And I saw an ad on my feed, and that started my journey into the digital business. But before that, I was, a mom of three other children who are all older, and I've got three beautiful grandchildren. And my husband still works as an emergency nurse here in Westmead. And yeah, we keep quite busy.
Yes, of course, yeah. It doesn't sound that you are like, do you have any any time, right? A child with special needs, of course, it requires a lot of attention, and you as a mama, you're doing all your best to support, give your child what she requires, and hats off to you. And yes, it's, how are you managing everything as a mom, grandma, and what made you to decide and take a leap of faith into this amazing business?
Yeah. So how do I juggle everything?
Yes.
I think I
It,
actually often say whatever screams loudest at me is what gets the most attention. So,
yes.
but really, what made me jump into the world of digital business was the purpose for my daughter later on. I knew if we kept going the way we were going, nothing was going to change, and we were, you know, I wasn't going to find anything for my daughter because the mainstream businesses, offline wasn't going to work with our lifestyle because our lifestyle was here and there, had to change quickly. I had to be ready and flexible to change, to cater for any need that came up, not only for my foster daughter, but also for my grandchildren and my older children and my husband who gets, he wants a bit of my time as well. So I needed to be flexible with my time. And but I knew, even though I was busy, that if I didn't do something different to what I was doing, nothing would change. So I took that leap of faith. Actually, what really inspired me was the ad that I saw. She was at a park with the children and they were playing, and she was able to build her business when the children were asleep. She was able to build her business. And I thought, okay, well, that I've got that bit of time in the day and I do scroll on Facebook a fair bit. And I thought, well, I could take that time that I'm online anyway and turn it into earnings. So that's what I did. I just basically grabbed that free time. I went, okay, let's put it to use and start a digital business. And yeah, 5 years later, here we are.
Yes. Amazing,
Amazing.
amazing, incredible journey indeed. So,
Yes.
thank you for sharing that with us, dear Leanne. And of course, when you started the business, were there any challenges? Of course, we all find challenges. There are some ups and downs here and there, right? So, what did you find yourself as challenges, and how did
Oh,
you overcome them?
yeah, there was a few. There was a few challenges for me. I think one of the main challenges for me was to understand that it was my business. That even though we have such an amazing support system, there's all these resources that we can use to help us design our brand and all that sort of thing. But then I had to actually realize that I was the boss. And I was kind of looking for somebody to give me permission to do what I needed to do in my business. And it took me a while to change that mindset from being an employer to the
Yeah,
boss.
yeah,
So that was a challenge for me. And knowing the questions that I needed to ask to get the results that I needed. And so that was a challenge for me as well because I was quite a shy person. I didn't like to do this whole thing where I could see myself, talking on a video or showing my face online. Um, that was a challenge for me. And, keeping my family life private, even though I do a digital business. And again, that was another challenge. And I think also, we all do this, but we compare ourselves to other people. And even though I had this deep belief that this business could work for me, I also had a deep fear that this business wouldn't work for me. So that was, a bit of a battle in the mind, I think you can say. But yeah, no, it's been a very interesting journey. Let's just say that. Yeah.
amazing, amazing. Of course, there are always ups and downs in the business. I had the same challenge as well because we have always worked in a corporate world, right? And there was always a manager, someone supervising you all the time, right? And when I
Mhm.
came to join the business, I was like, oh my goodness, I'm my own boss, right? And how am I going to do No. So that was one of the biggest challenge for me as well, to accepting the fact that I am a digital business owner now. That's what we always say. We are all working um, individually as individual business owners. So we are our own bosses. So that was one thing I had to put my mind to it as well. Okay, now I have to get things done. So though we have got amazing training system and amazing community support is there as well. So
Yeah,
so grateful and fortunate to have that we have got like-minded people who are always there to inspire us on a daily basis and push us to the limits, right? So that's what
yeah,
we are always there for. That our business is always based on community and support. So that's what we are here. Thank you for sharing that, dear Leanne. And another thing I would ask you is, tell us how this business has transformed your life, or what is the biggest achievement you have got so far? Everyone wants
oh,
achievements, right?
yeah, yeah. Well, we love those, don't we?
Yes.
Um, yeah, definitely mindset and self-belief, feeling that I'm worthy of achieving such success. And I think too, as a mom of a child with special needs, I felt really isolated before. Like nobody really, I didn't let people into my world very well. And I learnt how to reach out to other people and let people into my world. And soon found there were a lot of other mums and parents similar to me that have children with disabilities doing a digital business. So there was that tribe that I found, and I got to meet some of that tribe, in Canada last year, and that was simply amazing because we were able to spend time. We actually stayed in some of the homes of our coaches in Vancouver, and just do life with them and see the way they live, and like it was all true. All the things that they'd put on their pages, they weren't staged at all, because we were able to stay, in a beautiful apartment on the beach at Vancouver, and then with the family, also in another part of Vancouver, and just doing life with these people. And the cool thing is that when I went to Canada, we went over there for what, 3 weeks, I guess, but I didn't come home with a bill. Like, how many times do you go traveling and you think, oh, I'll just use the cards, right? We'll get over there and then think about the bill when we come back and then have to pay it off. I didn't have any of that because this business covered everything. So it was really nice. And there was a number of times where I was just like pinching myself that here I was standing in Vancouver with these amazing, beautiful people that I know only through this digital business. So yeah, that was definitely one of my biggest achievements. And then also just recently we organised a Gather and Grow, which you spoke at, Poonam. Thank you very much. 200 people from around Australia and our neighbours came together and just celebrated what it was like to be a digital business owner together. And that was incredible to see the joy and the excitement on people's faces as we met face to face. And there is something about giving back to other people that just really fills your heart with purpose. And, it's nice to be wanted, right? It's nice to achieve that for other people. So yeah, that was a big achievement for me.
Wow, that was incredible. That's incredible. Extremely. I was so honored and inspired as well to be part of the Gather and Grow Australia. That was a huge one. That was humongous, actually. And we did it. So that
We
was
did
amazing.
it.
Yes. And now we are looking forward for the next one. So it is
Yeah,
not
very excited for the next one. Yeah.
excited too. So this is what our business is, right? So this is how we are all growing together. We don't meet people. We only meet online, right? This is the time when we are able to meet offline, and that's when we are able to know how genuine people are, how like-minded they all are, right? They all have the same goals and same mission, and we are all there together. Um, Not knowing which family, which background, which ethnicity they belong to, but we are all in this journey all together, supporting each other. That is just amazing, amazing. And just I'm so grateful. And every day I'm so grateful to be part of this community where we have got such like-minded people who are always there to help us and guide us through. So thank
Yeah.
you so much, dear Leanne. And before our gather and grow, I also met Leanne. We had a short gather and grow of ours, our team, small team the other time, and we had a coffee, and then yeah, we did some TikTok moves as well that time. That was amazing as well. That's the first time I met Leeanne there, so she is just incredible, and we are looking forward to the next meetup again. So thank you so
Absolutely.
much for sharing your amazing journey. I'm sure it has touched my heart again, and it's gonna be touching everyone's heart out there as well. So
Nice.
she is a grandma and she is doing this business and she's rocking this business. So why is there an excuse for others, right? There shouldn't be any excuse for that. It's the limitation we put onto ourselves. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We think that we are not capable of doing it unless and until we take that leap of faith, unless and until we take that action, we won't be able to know what we are capable of. And she is a living proof that despite a grandma of three kids, a mom of four kids with special needs with a child as well, and full-time housewife as well, and then still also running this business. So what is your excuse? There should not be an excuse. Right? So yeah, this is just so incredible. Before I let you go, dear Leanne, any last word of advice you would want to give to our followers out there who are still sitting and thinking what they should be doing and what not? So what would you say to them?
I would say come and check out the introduction because that can seriously change your life. It changed my life. It's changed Panam's life. Um, it really, when I say it's changed my life, it just the introduction alone just gave me a examples of how this business are changing people's lives. And like Nan said, is if we don't do something that's different, if we've got goals in our life and you haven't worked out a plan on how to get the goals are not going to go anywhere then. They're still going to be out there. So I would encourage you to make a plan, have a chat to Pinan because she's an amazing coach. She really is. And she'll help you put those steps into place to get your goals. You've got to do something, and just sitting back or just go, oh, yeah, I'll get to that later. Later never comes. It's now. So that's what I would say. Just pop your name and email down at the pinan.com. Go and get your introduction and yeah, get started because don't wait. I just recently had a really lovely, sorry if I take a little bit more time. I had a little bit of an experience where I had this bill come in. We were surprised with the registration and insurance for our new car for my daughter. And it was like, oh my goodness, I haven't actually planned for this. But then the next day, I got a commission, like a blessing from our business, which covered that. But I just want to say, if I didn't take those steps 5 years ago to start, that would never have happened. And I just want to encourage you, don't wait, get started, just get into the action. And yeah, that's my little story. I'm so grateful for that. Like, because I was thinking, oh my God, where am I going to get this money from? And then I got that nice little sale. So that was awesome. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's the beauty about our business, right? So we have that automated sales system which does everything for us, right, on the back end, and
Yeah,
and that,
exactly.
yeah. So amazing, amazing. That's just pure gratitude to you, sis. I'm so grateful for you to be sharing your journey with us, and I'm pretty sure it's going to inspire others over out there. So yes, if the Alliance story has inspired you, or you think it's going to inspire anyone out there, so do send this video to them, send a link to them, and they can watch it, or you can tag those people in here as well, so that they can get inspired as well. So of course, if she can do it, then why can't anyone else, right? So if
That's
we can,
right.
yes, there's no reason, right? So once we were also sitting there and thinking, oh, we're gonna be doing something, but then the thing was that we took action. So if you are
Yeah.
not taking action, then nothing is gonna happen, right? So that's the thing. So sign up, and we got free webinars every Wednesdays and Fridays. So it's just 90 minutes of your time, and it's just there's no obligations whatsoever. Have a look and see. Of course, it's not for everyone, it's not meant for everyone, but then there's no harm in trying out. All right, so that's the thing I would say. And anyways, thank you to all our followers who have been watching us, and thank you to all of you who's going to be watching the video later on. So I'm really grateful and thankful to each and every one of you. Until then, We'll meet you again with another Go Live, with another session where I'm going to be introducing another amazing story. So thank you, everyone, and stay safe and stay blessed, everyone. Good night from us. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.